our spirit? What is it? Where does it go? Are we able to see them using our mind's eye? If so, just what can spirit teach us? Welcome to School Through Spirit. Host DeEtte Renee is a certified psychic medium and master teacher of psychic and mediumship development through LWISSD. DeEtte was born knowing spirit and now is here to help you better understand the spirit world. And now your host, DeEtte Renee.
Good Monday morning, everybody. This is DeEtte here on School Through Spirit with the Edge Network, coming to you every Monday morning. To bring awareness to just life through spirit, sometimes just helping us a little bit, try to have a little bit better of an understanding. Good morning, Keith. Sorry for my distraction today. My mind it's one of those days, a lot of snow, took my brain, gave it a break over the last however many days, finally feel refreshed, but no, it's not ready to work. So with School Through Spirit, as you know, every Monday morning we talk for about a half an hour or so about something that Spirit gives me. We do start with the Neil Donald Walsh book because it gives a lot of inspiration and it just reminds me of every example that's gone through. Good morning, Tim, through over the last week. And then we follow it up with our 5-card stud and our deck highlight. This week is Cecoli Oracle book and 32 card set. It is LoScarabeo Torino, Italy is the publisher. I'm not sure if they are also the creators or not. With this deck, it's always kind of weird for me. You too, Keith. It always shows me all the different countries or languages that it has been published to. Unfortunately, it doesn't tell me the publisher, but that's okay because I love them. I love their decks. It's just a little hiccup. They'll figure it out. And good morning, Miss Courtney. Honestly, I do these for you. So that's what matters. So let's get into this week. Oh my God, let's get comfy. Again, apologize for being a little bit late here, guys. Excuse me. It seems to be the nature of the course for me lately. I don't know if I figured this out from last week or not. I don't know what I did. Oh, I must have figured it out. Okay. So lots of reading today. Beautiful picture. Lots of reading. Let's see what happens. I love these glasses. I have got new glasses coming in the mail today. Although they're not reading glasses, so you're not going to see new cool glasses for that. It says, abandon the concept of separation. Abandon the concept of separation. The essential truth, most, if not all, of the world's problems and conflicts, and your problems and conflicts are as individuals, would be solved and resolved if you would, as a society. Number 1, abandon the concept of separation. Number 2, abandon the concept of visibility. Ooh, kind of tough there. Never see yourself again as separate from one another or from me. Never tell anything about the whole truth to anyone or accept anything less than your grandest truth about me. The first choice will produce the second. For when you understand that you are one with everyone, you cannot tell an untruth or withhold important data or be anything but totally visible with all others, because you will be clear that it is your idea, your own best interest, or to do so. This will take great wisdom, courage, and determination, for fear will make these magnificent truths appear hollow and will distort, disdain, destroy them. Fear will be your greatest enemy, but you cannot produce the society you have yearned and dreamed of until you see with clarity the ultimate truth, that what you do to others, you do to yourself. What you fail to do for others, you fail to do for yourself. That the pain of others is your pain and the joy of others is your joy. And that when you disclaim any part of it, you disclaim a part of yourself. We are always united, you and I. We cannot be. It is simply impossible. Remember then that you are now simply living in the unconscious experience of the unification and the illusion of separation. Oh my gosh, lots of mouthfuls there. But let's kind of break this down, because it is a lot. And I'm in my head, I'm going, wow, 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 this is incredible. But then I'm getting kind of caught up in it too. So it's kind of like back and forth. So let's break this down. Okay, let's go into the various simplest thing we hear as children, and we tell our children, and we hear in our society, which is don't do to others that you would not want done to yourself. It's a pretty simple rule. It's a really simple thing to follow. Okay. However, what happens to us? Okay, we tend to start keeping secrets. Okay. And I don't mean like, oh my gosh, I don't want to tell who my boyfriend is or something like that. We tend to keep what we want closest to us to ourselves. So we keep it to ourselves. Why? Because we don't want the world to know. We don't want to share it. We don't want to get picked on. We don't want to be laughed at. We don't want somebody else to have our idea. There's a multitude of reasons why we do this. And this is as a whole, guys. This is as a whole. So when we start to break this down, okay, and let's kind of, I guess we have to start with the big picture and get it down to the smaller picture. When we start to keep those secrets, when we start to keep things to ourselves, when we start to separate ourselves from everybody, okay, what happens but destruction? Quite frankly, destruction happens. Think about just war. Think about war. Okay, think about the United States and Russia and Germany and Norway and all these countries, Japan, China, all of them. Let's think about all of them. Okay, now we're not sharing our secrets. We're not sharing our ideas. We're not sharing our plans. Okay, we're not doing that. Why? Because we want to stay powerful. We want to stay in a position that we think we have the upper hand. So doesn't all those other countries. They're all individually doing the same thing. Individually, they want to save their people. Individually, they want to keep everything on this side of the border safe. They want to keep their buildings. They want to keep their people. And they're constantly thinking of ways to up the ante to keep their people, their country safe. Okay? And at no time are they thinking about what another country is thinking. They're only thinking about themselves. They have separated themselves from the world. Okay? They've separated themselves from the world. So therefore, what are they doing? They're thinking about all the ways to keep their people safe. They're thinking of new technology. They're thinking of ways to bomb the other person first. They're thinking about ways to send maybe spies in. I don't know. I'm not part of the CIA, FBI type of situation. But they're all doing this crap to keep individually safe. See where we're going? But if any one of those countries would think, how do we keep the rest of the world safe instead of themselves? If they stopped for one day and went, how do we keep everyone safe, the world safe? How do we keep all of it? We're going to unite the world. And how do we keep everybody safe? Do you know what happens? The bomb industry goes down. War industry goes down. Sorry to say it, guys. Soldiers go down because we don't need them to fight anymore. Why? Because the way to keep everybody else safe is to take the War Department and dismantle it. Just saying. Because that's what happens. When you think about everybody, when you think about the whole, you stop thinking about ways to destruct somebody else to keep yourself safe. Okay, that's the big picture. So let's take that down to an individual. Okay, because we all think about that, right? But we never think about switching that concept. So let's think about you as an individual. Okay, you as an individual, you want to keep your family safe. You want more for your family. You want to build your industry. You want to do whatever. But what you're constantly doing is thinking about what I can do for here, right in this space. You're not thinking about, can I reach out to somebody else to help me with this? Can I collab with somebody else to make this bigger? You're always thinking about yourself. I know, and everybody's going, don't say it that way. But it's the truth. I do the same, okay? It's a habit I've been trying to break out of. It's a habit. And it's one that I'm learning more recently, that when you think of others and you collab with others, guess what? But more people come in, more people experience, more people have a bigger outreach. Okay. That is with just the career. That's just with a career. Okay. Now, I've learned that because I've watched other people go, you know what? I'm in a pretty good place. Let me help you. What can I do for you? Or they said, what do you need? And I went, oh, I would really like to do this. And you know what? It happens. Not because I'm spoiled, not because I've worked my ass off. It's because, not that I haven't, but it's literally because when you invite people in and you treat it as a whole, things were actually happening for everybody. Because what is happening? This person wants to help me. So I open up and tell them my interests. And I don't hide anything. And therefore, I'm giving that to them. And then they are telling me what they need or want, their desires. And then I try to help them. Now, I know this sounds really simple, doesn't it? But we always go, oh, it doesn't work that way. It does work that way. It does work that. And I can tell you this. Why? Because my whole entire life, I've really preached this from the top of the mountains. Okay? I'm an individual. I like to be left the heck alone. I do it myself. I don't want help. All my life, I have literally singularly put myself by myself. It's taken me the last 2-3 years to even learn to ask for help or state I cannot do it by myself. Why? Because I'll tell you, I always tell people this, I'm a 0-degree Aquarius, born on the waning moon with a Scorpio rising, grained in this brain, in this whole way of being, that I can do it myself. I don't need help. Blah, 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 blah. Okay? And what I found is I have to fight those tendencies to realize I'm not by myself. I don't have to do this by myself. I can reach out for assistance. And therefore, I can also give assistance. Why? Because I've opened up a way of being. My world gets happier. Why? Because I've opened up. And therefore, what also happens? The person that's helping me or people that are helping me are opening up, and hopefully they're getting happier. We're building a society that's there for each other. That we don't have to worry about this one stealing this idea, this one hurting this person. Why? Because I would not want that to happen to my society of people. I wouldn't do anything to hurt any one of them. Why? Because they're in my group. Now, this is a person that used to be a group of one. And I've been pleasantly surprised and pleasantly blessed with a group of people now, individuals all over, that become part of my group. And we helped uplift people, each other. Now, what if I would expand that group to more people? That's less people that I would want to hurt, or less people that I would not want to lift up, and more people to help lift me up. See how this works? The more people that you join with, the higher you can go, the more happiness you have. You start to think of ways to lift people up versus destroying people. Now, we don't always look at it as destruction. No, very few people wake up in the morning and go, I'm going to destroy the world, or I'm going to destroy this person. Very few people. Even in a very angry episode, I will tell you what, even when I'm furious and I'm like, oh, I'm going to hurt them. Even when I wake up thinking that or feeling that, I try to dispel it. I try to get rid of it. Why am I angry? Why am I upset? Why am I in this position? Why? Let's take the feeling out. Let's break it down. And let's start to realize why I'm feeling that way. And ultimately, what happens to help me dispel that is not just the breaking down of feelings. I don't like the feeling I've just given myself. Number one, I've separated myself from the person, instantly separated. Instantly, I've made odds at them. Not something I want to do because it put me in a position that I don't like me anymore because I'm angry. So what I do is I get rid of the anger and I start to bring them back into my fold. I start to bring them back to me. I want to embrace them. I want to hug them. I want to make them part of me. Because when I do that, I'm able to get rid of the emotion part and I'm able to start to break some things down and go, gosh, if I'm sending all this to them, yeah, it's not making me go, woohoo. It's not making me feel better. Matter of fact, it's quite the opposite. It just fuels me to be more angry. It fuels me to want to do more destruction. It fuels me to want to hurt somebody more. It fuels me to want to talk to everybody about this person and the hopes, maybe not the hopes, but the hopes to make me feel better. But ultimately, what am I doing? But making more people try to come to my side to want to be angry at this one person. And what have I done but to separate even more? So all I've done is I separated these people from this person and essentially separated each one of them. And in no place is that going to uplift anybody. And in no way is that going to help bring anything to you in a positive light. Now you think about your life. Think about it. Are you where you want to be? Are you doing things you want to do? Are you receiving all you want to receive? Are you perfectly happy? If you cannot answer yes to all of those things, hello, you have to stop and go, what can I do to change this? What can I possibly do to change my existence? I'll tell you what the first thing is for me. I get my head out of my own game. I don't want it in my game. Because when I put it in the I, all I do is want to keep dwelling on what do I need to do for me. Instead, what I do is I put out the intention of, I would really like this. I would like this to happen. And you know what I do then? I kind of walk away, ignore it. And I go, oh, yeah, I'm not going to deal with this. Hello, Ryan. I'm not going to deal with this. Instead, I'm going to go help somebody else. I'm going to call a friend. I'm going to check my emails. I'm going to look at Facebook. I'm going to do whatever it takes to get my mind off of what it is I want to happen for me. And I place it on somebody else. Because then I'm an Aquarius. I want to help the world. So me wanting to help somebody is a natural thing for me. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put my interest into somebody else. Now, I've already put the intention, and most people be like, oh my God, yeah, you're not doing anything to help yourself. But I am. Why I put my intention out there, and now I'm going to go help the world. I'm going to go help uplift somebody else. I'm going to go help somebody else and go, how can I lift you up? How can I do this for you? Because trust me, when I tell you it comes back to you tenfold, it does. It does. Now, there's things I can't talk about yet, but I will tell you what, over this other 2026, you're going to see things in my career, things that are going on with me, and maybe only a handful, maybe not the world, maybe it's coming, maybe it's not, I don't know, but a few things. And they came because I showed up to help other people. I brought people into my circle. I didn't separate them. Because separate, we got nowhere. Nor did I go and ask everybody, come work with me. I didn't do that. What I did was, what can I do for you? How can I show up to help you? How can I do this for you? What can I do to help lift you? Whether it be a conversation, an ear, elbow grease, whatever it is, I joined people and I joined myself. And it's the most incredible thing because now I look over my last 5 years of my life. And I noticed I've been doing it for a while and didn't realize it. And I've watched all these amazing people because They put down their barriers of individuality and said, can you help me? I said, let's do this. And I watched lives transform. Hey, Terry, not because I'm this great and mighty. It's because they put their barriers down and they joined people into their union. And they allowed themselves to be lifted. Because isn't that what we want for everybody? Now, I know we started with this as a whole. How do you end war? How do you end the destruction of the world? Even on the big scale, it's the same as on the small scale. What happens in war? What happens when that country says, how can I help the world, and not just, how can I help billions of people? How do I keep billions of people safe and not just millions? Remember how we said that? When they start to think that way, what happens? Their war goes away, because now they're looking at billions. And instead of literally factories building bombs, these factories would build clothes. These factories would build food. They would do all this other amazing stuff to help billions of people and then uplift the world. Versus secretly building destruction to just help a million. And it's the same way in your life. I know it's so easy to put the concept out there as a big. It's really easy because everybody thinks that. Trust me. I know everybody goes, oh, I know how to do this. It's not about building borders. It's about tearing borders down. And not that you're going to let people go back and forth over borders. I'm not going there. That's not what this is about. It's about the borders of humanity. Because when you tear the borders of humanity down and you realize you all bleed red, no matter what our skin color, we all bleed the same. We're all human and we all want to help each other out. What happens? But anger goes away. Destruction goes away. The world gets lifted. It's the same thing in your personal life. When you think about, how can I help all the people around me? How do I join them into my circle? And they start to uplift. You do too. Now let's take this as a small, very small example. Let's do it as an experiment. I want you to do this week. And I know we've all heard the experiment. We've all heard it. All been told to do it. Very few of us do. Today, I'm sure right now you're not feeling giddy as heck, right? But I want you to feel giddy. I want you to feel happy. I want you, for no reason whatsoever, be happy as hell. And I know you're going, how the heck do I do that? Start smiling. Start smiling. When you leave your house, smile. Go like this when you're passing somebody. Wave at them, smile at them. On your way into work, say hi to a few people you never said hi to before. Make eye contact. Hey, how you doing? Keep going. Don't expect a response. Just ask the question. Change your outlook. That in order to lift you up mentally, you have to start reaching out to others. It is a, hey, how you doing? A simple smile. Because what you're going to find is you're going to start lifting this up. Hey, Prime. You're going to start lifting yourself up. You're going to start feeling better yourself. Why? Because you've started to join these people into your little group. All those people you said hi to, how you doing? Have a great day. Believe it or not, they have now just joined your group. Why? Because they're going to go, whoa, wait a second, what was that? Oh, that felt good. And then they start to do that. Catches on. It's pretty cool how it happens. It just catches on. And next thing you know, everybody's happy. That's why when you go to work, the HR department will think of days to uplift people. But they always do it with potlucks, balloons, gifts, cake day, free pizza day. You know, it's building the morale. They do it wrong. They do it wrong. Instead of having pizza day, what if they had a day where, hey, you know what? we're going to have a challenge. First person to say hi with a smile to 50 people or ask how your day was going. Boy, wouldn't that lift the morale? Because bringing people together as a whole is what does it. That's how not only do you lift, but other people want to help you too. When you stop separating yourself from the world, when you stop separating yourself even within your own family, things start to happen. Open your hands. Okay, open your hands. And allow yourself to grasp things. Allow yourself to be there for other people. Allow yourself to think, how can I make somebody else's life better? How can I do this for somebody else? Because they will automatically want to do something back to you too. It's just how it works. It's how we make our own life better. It's how we build ourselves. And it's how we go further. So for this week, try it. Try to break down your own barriers. Try to unify people around you, even if it's only with a, hey, how you doing? How can I make your day better? You might just get somebody that needs an ear. Seriously. Or they might say they need $5. Either way, can you help them? Can you be there? Can you be there to tear down some boundaries, some borders, and to unify? I know I'm going to this week. Hello, Muhammad. So with that being said, guys, we're going to take a quick station break, and when we come back, we're going to do our 5-card stud with our highlighted deck. We will see you in a few.
Join us at the Souls of Spirit Spiritual and Holistic Expos as a part of your spiritual awakening journey. Get ready for a day of enlightenment and exploration at one of our upcoming expos. Our events are where all things spiritual and holistic come to life. Experience a diverse range of vendors offering healing jewelry, natural products, and metaphysical merchandise. Immerse yourself in the mystical arts guided by mediums, psychics, and Reiki practitioners. Interact with energy healers and health professionals ready to provide rejuvenating services. Be one of the first 25 attendees and receive a fantastic gift bag full of treasures from participating vendors. Bring your loved ones along. These family-friendly events have something special for everyone. The $5 entry fee includes educational speakers and up to 40 vendor booths. Mediumship group gallery is just $25. Free expo admission for those under 12 or showing military ID. Find out more about upcoming events in North, South Dakota, and Montana at soulsofspiritexpos.com. Explore your higher consciousness with the Edge Media Platform. We're a multimedia platform dedicated to connecting curious teachers and seekers in a safe, welcoming space. Dive into spiritual growth with our print magazine, digital content, podcasts, and in-person experiences. Whether you're seeking wisdom or sharing it, we're here to inspire and uplift your journey. Here, there, and everywhere. Connect with us today.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back. This is DeEtte here on School Through Spirit with the Edge Network. Coming to you with our 5-card stud. This week it is the Cecoli Oracle deck. This is LoScarabeo. We're playing 5-card stud today, guys. 5-card stud. Yes, it is supposed to be poker, but it's kind of the luck of the draw of the cards, isn't it? It's funny because I do call it the luck of the cards, but it's really not, because honestly, I don't think there's any luck. I honestly think the cards work with us intuitively to kind of give us answers that we seek that we can't quite figure out on our own. Oh, this deck doesn't want me to get into it, apparently. Oh my gosh. There we go. Perfect. Got into it, I think. Oh my gosh. These ones were built tough. I've never had this much tissue. Oh my gosh. I think these shrunk racks been on there for delivery. It's just not giving in for nothing. Okay, so 5-card stud. How this works is, number one, I get Do you see a sharpener? Do you need a sharpener? That's what I was thinking in my head too. My head. But I wasn't saying it, Tim. I wasn't saying it. Pretty black box. Pretty black box. So, basically, they shrunk wrap it all. Maybe I do, Tim. Maybe I do, but I'd be afraid they cut the cards. So basically, I have decks that are shipped to me for various sources, and we highlight them. Why? Because quite frankly, what we are doing is, you know, when we go to buy decks, whether we buy them online or at stores, a lot of times we don't get to see them, we don't get to play with them, we don't get to do what we want with a deck. And we buy them when we feel like we wasted our money. Why? Because we don't resonate with them. So therefore, what I do is try to get cards, or people send cards, and I highlight them. Number one, this way I can demonstrate the cards for you, see if you like them prior. And then if you feel like it, you can go buy those cards. By the way, these are got some beautiful imagery. This is going to be a book deal. This is me. I can tell you right now, it's going to be me looking at the book, because why? There's gorgeous imagery. And as much as I want to say, oh my gosh, I know I can get a ton off of these pictures. And that's what I prefer people to do. But like this, mirroring but one heart. Two worlds but one heart. Not everybody can do that quite yet. Not everybody can do that quite yet. So what your job is you're going to pick a number 1 through 5. You can pick one number, 2 numbers. You can pick all the numbers. This is up to you. It's your reading. What I'm going to do is pick 5 individual cards, and I'm going to read them individually. Okay, so that is 5 individual readings. I am going to go to the book because obviously lots of pictures. I love the pictures. I can get a ton of information off the pictures. Not everybody can do it that way. And I don't want you sitting there going, ugh. So that's why I've kind of incorporated the book a little bit more in some of these readings. Once I'm done reading them individually, I'm going to read them all as a whole. So essentially, there's 6 readings here, guys, 6 readings. So pick the numbers that you feel resonate to you. If you're very brave and you have multiple issues, what you can honestly do is write your issues down and put numbers next to them. And therefore, you can get a little bit of guidance on each issue in your life. How's that sound, guys? How's that sound? Okay, so let's pick card number 1 is 24. Ooh, 24. She must have taken card number 24. Let's look this up. I will laugh if that's exactly what it's about. Who knows? Oh my God, I gotta get. They also write it in multiple languages, guys, just so you know. Oh my gosh. So this book, with as little as this book is, let me show you. No pictures, no nothing. I mean, yes, there's a picture there, but that's not one of the cards. So very little bit of write-up, but multiple languages, just so you know. This book is written in multiple different languages. So you really have to get to English is like in the first part. So I went to the back going, 24 will be back here. Not so much. So it says, having a game plan increases your success immensely. Ooh, isn't that interesting? Isn't that interesting? Because if you see that, she's back there, she's hiding, she's going, the big guy's coming out. What am I going to do? She's literally sitting there going, what am I going to do? Or has she figured it out? Has she got distraction there? Is she going to let them get in so she can go out the door? Who knows? But knowing what she's going to do is what you need. It's basically what you need. You're looking at life going, I don't know what to do today. I don't know what to do this week. I don't know how to figure this out. I don't know which way to go. And instead of just going all hairy-carry and let life happen, think about what your next course of action is, what it is you want to do next. How do you want to get there? How do you want to make this happen? Not that that game plan isn't going to change, because you always have to leave things up for change. It's just life. But having a game plan right off the bat. Like today, I was going to get up. I was going to help get the big grandbabies ready for school. Then I was going to come in and take a shower. Then I was going to get ready. Then it's a game plan for my morning. After the show, I have to go bring in wood. It's a game plan to make my morning success. But I also have to leave room in there for change and alterations. So make sure you have a game plan. It's the only way life is going to be successful for you guys. Card number 2 is the number 8. Number 8. Gorgeous cards. I'll tell you what. Card number 8. Remind yourself why you got involved in the first place. So I love this. When you're looking at this, okay, when you're looking at this card, that screams that. Look at that face. She's like, oh, why am I even here? I'm on a mosquito. I think that's a mosquito. Why am I even here? And you're putting yourself in this exactly. Why am I here? Why am I doing this? Why am I doing this? And that's what you're thinking to yourself. Number 2, if you pick this card, it's sitting back and going, why did you do it? Why did you make this choice? Why did you feel this was a good idea? That's going to help to change your attitude. That's going to help you to change your direction, your motivation to get to where you want to go. Why did you start in the first place? It's not about sitting in the humdrums here, guys. You need to pull yourself out of that place, because if you pick card number 2, you've been sitting in the humdrums. You're going, oh my gosh, why am I doing this? Look at her face. That's exactly the face you're making. And you have to stop and go, but why? What was my desired outcome? Why did I jump in? Change your attitude. That's what that card's about. Change your attitude to get your motivation back. Card number 3 is card number 1. Isn't that pretty? She looks like she's trying to make herself feel better in life. Trying. I think that's Cecilia herself. Card number 1 is denial. Things are not nearly as bad as you feared. Don't exaggerate. Oh, bam. This card's right in your face, isn't it? Quite in your face. Don't exaggerate. A lot of times, if you pick card number 3, you're sitting there going, oh, woe was me. Oh, blah, 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 blah. You're going on and on in your head. Stop the self-talk. Stop building up. Stop making the problem bigger than what it is. Break it down. What is the core issue? Okay? What is the small of it? Not the hype you've created. So stop. Get out of your head. Get down to the basics and figure it out. The basics are easy to conquer and get past. The exaggeration in your head is not. Okay? So this card is telling you to stop. Stop. Stop making mountains out of molehill. Card number 4 is number 12. Ooh, look at that card. Look at that. Isn't that interesting? Oh my God, these cards, so much. There's just so much. I love the fact that they give this little bit here. The wonderful world of diversity is opening up to you. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Doors opening. You know what? The funny thing is, I see it in that card. I see it in that card. Because what is an octopus? But do they have 8 tentacles? Is it 8? I'm not sure. But multiple options. What happens if you cut one off? There's more left, and that one's going to grow back. So this card is honestly telling you, guess what? There's a lot there for you to choose from. You're looking at an issue. If you pick card number 4, you're looking at issues going, oh my gosh, I can't deal with this, blah, blah, blah. Well, you've got other opportunities. You have other things. And do not worry. More is always going to be there. More is going to be there. You've got lots of options. Pick one. Go with it. If you don't like it, come back. There's another option there someplace. And the last card is card number 2. Card number 2, the Dancing Lady. The Dancing Lady is distraction. There are beautifulness and necessary ideas fluttering around you, trying to get your full attention. Oh, don't you love that? Which is saying that basically you're in your own head. This card is you're in your own head. You can't see past your own eyelashes. If you pick card number 5, you're struggling because you cannot find a way out. And this is telling you it's all there. It's all around you. Your own mind is creating all the options. You just need to open up your eyes to seeing those options. So card number 1 is having the game plan. Card number 2 was figuring out why you're there in the first place. Card number 3 is don't exaggerate. Card number 4 was you have lots of options. And card number 5 is all the ideas are there. All the thought processes are there. You can make this happen. So when we're looking at this card, this week, this feels like this is going to be one of those weeks that could be a little rough. Don't get me wrong. It might be a little bumpy this week. Okay. Not every week is going to be, this is awesome. This might be a little bit a bumpy week. Okay. But it's telling you to stop looking at it like, oh my God, my world's going to crash. It's going to burn. All these issues are happening. No, it's not like that. They're just bumps. They're no big deal. every one of these bumps you can get over a little bit. It's just pop over the bump, pop over the bump, pop over the bump. Not a big deal. You have to realize that you have lots of options, lots of ideas, and any one of them are going to work. But you have to remember, it sucks sometimes. It's okay. It's okay. Not every day is going to be as glorious as you would like it to be. Not until you're ready to. And this is one of those weeks that you're just going to go, you know what? How do I get my weeks better? How do you get all my days better? By changing your attitude. Stop making things bigger than what they are. Stop being in denial. Stop giving yourself a bad attitude. And literally look at life the way you want to do it. Look to yourself. Look around. What can you do? Make the game plan happen and keep going forward. These are nice cards. I like the simplicity of them. I will tell you what. I really thought these cards were going to be like a lot. I thought these cards were going to be a little bit harder because beautiful imagery. Oh my God, the imagery and the messages in all these cards are like undeniably awesome. And I know you guys are looking at like, what are you talking about? Well, look at this. Just the color of this card alone. It's dark. It's dreary. Okay. Look at her face. Dark and dreary. That tells me this person's they're in the humdrums. They're in the humdrums. They're riding this poor little bug that is also in the humdrums. Everything is like in that dark gray area. But if you notice, the wings are pink. They got some color. They're a little dusty rose, but they're there, which just means they need to change your attitude to brighten up everything around you, to bring the sun in. Okay. When you're looking at this card and it tells me it's all about you. Why? Because it's the one person's face that's standing out more than the rest. And that's how you read a card individually in just the pictures. So these cards have a lot of information. Very simple. I will tell you what, these cards are great for beginners. And you know why? Simply because it's got great imagery, a lot to pull from the image, and then you can actually use the book as a back you up type of thing. Or you can look at the book, what the simple reading is, messages, and then look at the picture and go, oh my God, I see it. It's right there in front of your eyes. That's what I like about these cards. So there you go. So this week, where can you find me? Saturday, I will be at Old Baraboo Inn in Baraboo, Wisconsin. This place is amazing. It is a haunted tavern in Baraboo, Wisconsin, right outside the railroad tracks. It's got a beautiful history goes to it. Through it. It's a very happy place to be. But I will be doing a gallery there from 1 until 3 on Saturday. It is limited seating, guys. This is not a large place. I've been here a few times. So if you'd like those tickets, I would go to Old Baraboo and look at her calendar or go to the Facebook pages and book your tickets right away. It is one price ahead of time. It's another price at the door. Kind of like, hey, if you buy it ahead of time, you're going to get a little bit of a discount. But it does fill up fast. So buy those tickets. That's where I'm going to be this Saturday, which is super awesome. Super awesome. So, my website is currently down, guys. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. It is down. It is not just being refreshed. It is being recreated again. Being recreated by Mr. Todd Bates. You all remember his name. Todd is rebuilding a brand new website for me. One that's a little bit more functional because the one I've had for the last couple of years. And on the website host has not been the best for me. I know one of those things I didn't ask for, it just showed up in my lap to say, hey, can I do this for you? And I'm like, oh my God, please do it for me. He's trying to make the best site. He's been working on it since last week. It might take a few more days. So therefore, if you want to book with me or if you want a gift certificate, you can still get those. Just reach out to me. Reach out to medium@DeEtteRenee.com. Medium@DeEtteRenee. Sorry, medium@DeEtteRenee is my email. I had to stop and think, oh my God, what is my email? Medium@DeEtteRenee is my email. Feel free to send me an email. I will get you on the schedule. We'll figure it all out that way. Or if you want those gift certificates for Christmas, best way to reach out. So there you go. With that being said, guys, I'm going to help you have a magical week, an amazing week. I know I'm going to. I'm going to watch life just be amazing. And if it snows, so be it. I'm going to look out the window and go, oh, another day. So you guys have a great week. I will see you next Monday morning. School Through Spirit here on the Edge Network. Coming to you each week, guys. Have a great day. Bye-bye.
There are psychic mediums, but there is nothing like DeEtte. Let's face it, we all struggle time and again. But if you seek the clarity you deserve, then you need to seek DeEtte. As a master teacher, DeEtte studied under international psychic medium Lisa Williams. Together, they not only help DeEtte better tap into spirit, but also build a long-lasting relationship. So many psychics tell us what we want to hear, and that just won't cut it with DeEtte. She tells you what you need to hear. No sugarcoating here. To book a reading with DeEtte is simple. Just visit her website, DeEtte.us. That's DeEtte.us. And follow the Yellow Brick Road to connect with DeEtte. Don't just sit there and ponder those questions. Ask them and let DeEtte guide you every step of the way. You need insight now, and DeEtte can help. Just visit DeEtte.us. That's DeEtte.us.